everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing Ubuntu 23.10. No steps skipped, so if you've never installed Linux before, just follow along as we make our way to the ISO download. Just type in Ubuntu on your search engine and we're going to pull up that web page. They've got different flavors and there's a server edition, but we just want the desktop, so we're going to click on download desktop. And then here, 2204 is the long-term service release. We want 2310, the latest and greatest from Ubuntu. Save it in your downloads folder and just hit the save button there, and we'll let this download. Right now that Ubuntu has finished downloading, what we need now is the program called Etcher, which will put that ISO on our USB thumbstick for us. So just type in Etcher into the browser. It's going to be that first link there. Once you get on that website, click on the download link, it'll drag down to where you need to be. And then save that in your downloads as well. And we'll let that download. Now that Etcher's finished downloading, we'll just go into the downloads folder, right click on the Etcher program we just downloaded, and make sure that you allow the execution of the program that's required for any app image applications. And then you can just double click on that and it'll open. We'll want to select our Ubuntu ISO, select, and then make sure our USB thumb drive is selected, the one that we want to put the ISO on, and just click flash. It's going to ask for your password. Go ahead and type that in, authenticate, and we'll let this write to the USB stick. Okay, our USB stick is finished. Go ahead and restart the computer, and upon reboot, strike F11 or F12 to boot from the USB stick. All right, so we've made it to the installer. Select our language, English. Click Next. We'll select Install Ubuntu, Next. Select English, English for our keyboard, Next. In this next section, it's wanting me to connect to Wi-Fi, so I'll go ahead and put my information in. This is very cool. The installer needs an update. So we'll click the green button and let the installer update. All right, and the installer needs to restart, so we'll go ahead and do that. I'll run through these options really quickly. And the default option here is fine. And here we'll let Ubuntu format and create our partitions for us. So erase disk and install Ubuntu is fine. And click install. Select our region. Create your username, name your computer, and set a password. I'm going to go with the dark theme, and there's other color options here for accent colors. I think I'll stick with orange. All right, we'll let the install kick off, and I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, the install finished. I have to say, it's probably one of the prettiest installers that I've seen for Linux. They did a really good job there on this one. All right, so we booted up for the first time. I don't have any online accounts, so I'll just hit skip here. Telemetry, always say no to that. Not responding. Okay, we'll wait for that to come back. There it is. Location services off. All right, now that that's been taken care of, we want to go into Ubuntu Software Store and check for updates. Okay, since the software updater prompted us, we'll come back to the Software Center after the software updater runs. And we'll go ahead and restart now. Back to Software Center to get the updates. Now that we've got our updates, I'll show you how to get the Brave browser if you don't like Firefox. And there's also Chromium if you'd like to install that versus Brave. All right, we launch Brave, set as default browser, select dark mode, unselect the telemetry. And now we've got our Brave browser. We can right click, pin to dash, scroll up with that, right click on Firefox and unpin. Okay, and if we want the Brave browser to be the default system-wide, just go into settings, scroll to the bottom where you see default apps, click there, and then select drop down and select Brave. Okay, now that we've got our system set up, we're going to go back into Software Center, search for Steam, download and install it. All right, and here's the website that we need to use to get Proton GE installed. Just open the 822 release in a new tab and get the tar GZ, download that to your downloads folder so we don't lose our spots. And then once that's finished downloading, we can close that tab down. So we'll still have our instructions. Okay, and in the Proton GE install instructions, the directory for Steam was not correct for my installation. So what I had to do is I had to go into Steam, settings, and then go under storage, and it'll give you the path. You can just hit the three dots and it'll open up where Steam Apps is located. We don't want Steam Apps. We want to go one directory up from that and then create that compatibility tools.d folder. All right, now that that's created, we've still got our tar gz, which is basically like a zip file in Linux, and we will extract the contents of that into that newly created compatibility tools.d folder. And I just cut it and pasted it in. So now what we need to do is go back into Steam and exit, and then relaunch Steam. And we'll go Steam settings, compatibility, toggle on the Steam Play, and make sure that we see GE Proton 822. Now we're going to look at some wallpapers. Just right click on the background and click on change background. You've got some nice images in here. There's the mountains. It's pretty nice. I really like the bull theme they've got going. Cool colors. I think I'll end up with that one actually. This is the end of the video. If you've found anything helpful, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.